Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between. Welcome to the High Gain Apartment again, the channel where you have the most unprocessed audio possible, no DAW. We shoot all in one take, no post-editing or anything else. Without further ado, what are we out to talking today? Today we want to talk about this guy, my newest toy, the newest friend in my collection, the Engl ironball SE. But this is not gonna be a video about the ironball, so this is not gonna be a review about the ironball. There are tons of videos out there, and I'm gonna make an own video about this amp. I would normally do that first, but here's the catch, a little disclaimer, okay? I thought I could implement the ironball in my current system, in my rig, just as the Metal Master. Turns out I could not, and I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm in contact with the Engl guys, and maybe we can work something out. So here's the issue. When I'm playing the amp over the cabinets, outside here in the room, everything is fine, everything works like it should. But when I'm using it like right now over the interface, I don't know why, but somehow the digital side, that's what I'm guessing, of the amp doesn't come through. Because no matter what I do, I can't hear the delay and the reverb, how the noise gate works, and the presence control is dead. And as far as I remember, these are the digital components on this amp. Everything else is analog. The EQ, the gain, all the boosts and such. But what's on the backside, the controls, is not, does nothing. So it's not in the signal. You get no repeats, no delay, nothing. And I don't know why. Because on the Metal Master we have a reverb, a digital reverb, and I can hear it just fine. So I don't know what the problem exactly is. So till I have that found out, I can't really make a video that would be complete around this amp. Another thing are the IRs, the inbuilt IRs. You know, the guy on I talked over, or I emailed Engl, and was very fast response, and he said I should use the XLR out, should be fine, no problem. Yeah, when I use the XLR out, everything works fine, but the IRs just don't sound good. I don't know, I didn't loaded them. It was the guy who owned the amp before. It's not new, it's secondhand. And I don't know what he used as a data format, but it's on it, so it should be the correct one. And it sounds like ass, really. Even the three that are on there, if you didn't change anything, but there are three IRs on it, and then you have, I don't know, 5 or 6 more slots where you can implement your own IRs or third-party IRs. But even the first 3 sound nothing near as good as everything was what my multicap capsim pedal can do. I don't have any real impulse responses as to compare it with those that are here, because what the multicap it is a capsim, but it isn't a impulse response, as they say. They process the signal in real time, so it's no fixed EQ setting, whatever you want to call it, of an amp or cap situation, and then this is captured and loaded into here. You know, this is a fixed thing that it's loaded into here, and this thing just works different. Is that the reason? Maybe I'm just used to this type of technology. But as soon as I tried all the XLR out, and then you have the IRs, it doesn't cut it. And when I do this, I cannot use my pedal board because it is now the XLR comes out the multicap itself, and it's at the end of my chain. And I have the art effects unit also in my system as well. So the XLR out would would not be possible, okay, when I would use that. So basically this now is like a normal iron ball without the SE special functions, without the delay and anything. Has the normal iron ball a noise gate? I don't know. I don't think so. But of course I have a noise gate on the board, good one. And don't get me wrong, in the room works everything fine, the noise gate works really nice, sounds great, but I can't show you that with over the interface, in a recording situation. Then I have to record with a phone. Maybe I would do that, can do that later, but it will sound not as good as here. So what we're gonna do today is a battle of the amps, so to speak. Why this two? Why are we gonna doing this video? Because normally this is not the right contender for an iron ball, the Metal Master is a 800 euro amp ish, 800 euro ish new. I got it for 599 at the 70th anniversary from Thomann new. Now it's a great price, and it has this. You cannot see this, but normal has a simple Tolex, and this is more like a carbon fiber optic wraparound. So yeah, 70th anniversary thing. And this one is a 1,200 euro amp. This is not the same ballpark, but there is no video out there that does this, maybe out of that reason. But this is an amp that many people have, or the Rockmaster or the Gigmaster out of this series, and those people maybe think about upgrading, and now they think, is it worth it? How does it sound? So what I can do here basically is an EQ and gain structure, compare with you. And I think that is what we're gonna do now. It's gonna be a long one. We're gonna hear it clean. We're gonna compare them clean. How they what is the difference in case of volume, gain structure, how bright is the amp over the other, all that stuff. So let's start. When I switch, I have the Switchblade Plus here. Green is the Metal Master, and red, because we have the red light in here, you should see this, is the iron ball. So red is here, the iron ball, and green is the Metal Master. I know it doesn't say Metal Master here. I called it Sir Chug-a-Lot, so that's the name. Signal chain, I'm using my Sire Larry Cotton L7 with the Seymour Duncan SH6 distortion. We have some sauce from the art, my usual guitar tone, and when we're done with cleans and distorted stuff, I will switch that off, and we go to a no effect setting. So then you can hear how these two amps would sound totally dry. But that's not really what I do, and not what people would use it for, I think. Maybe some people use it only amp and nothing else, but not me, and it's my channel. Okay, let's start. We are on the neck pickup and have the tone rolled a bit back. We have the EQ on both amps at noon. The clean gain is at the same place, so at 2. So you can see a bit better. The Metal Master has numbers and the Iron Ball not, but it's hard to see anyway. But trust me when I say it's there, it's there. You can zoom in if you want. So, that's the Metal Master. Sounds cool. So I will play little stuff and we'll switch back and forward, and of course you can skip the video to go to the distorted section already, but maybe you're interested in the clean section too. Okay, now Iron Ball. It's quieter. When I go back. Oh yeah, much fuller, much. Yeah, I don't know why, but these are both 20 watt amps, but my observation was that the Engl ball is quieter in the speaker off mode. Now this both amps are on the power socket on the back on the speaker off position. The Iron Ball just has a lower setting, so you have to turn this one, the clean gain, on 3. On the Metal Master we'll leave it on 2, and then they have the same volume. Metal Master, Iron Ball, now the Metal Master. Yep, that's the same. Iron Ball. Okay, should we dial in the EQ or should we what I noticed also is the Metal Master is brighter. Yeah, the Metal Master is brighter. We will hear that on the gain section more. It also has a reverb. By the way, I'm not do this finger style, and I have no normal pick because when you would play clean, everybody knows this. With a normal pick, you get this clanky sound in the hands, and it's too aggressive, too loud. I have one made of rubber. It's not really a pick. It's a piece of fashion, I would say. And it's just a piece of rubber that's coincidentally shaped like a pick, but it's perfect for this application. Sounds when I do it with my fingers. Okay, enough of that. Let's have some dirt. Okay. That is the noise floor with my rig now. I love a good noise gate. We're still on the neck pickup. Now we have the Seymour Duncan. That's evil. Okay, let's play some short. But the Metal Master had a mid-scooped, and I highly recommend using it. It's not only a mid-scoop, the amp overall gets a little more balls, and yeah, I like that. The EQ is still flat. So let's adjust it a little bit, go with the bass a little back. A little more mid. It's a little bit bright. So around the 666 position is a good way to start, but here I back off the bass a bit. Okay, now let's hear the ironball. Let's switch to the lead channel. Yeah, it is quieter than the Metal Master. See, here on a little under 3 is the lead volume of the Metal Master, and the lead volume from the ironball is on 5 or 6. When I would go to the same setting as the Metal Master, we can't even hear it. That's how big the noise difference is on the lead channel. So on the clean channel it was 1 notch. Here it was 2, here 3. But to get them on the lead channel in the same ballpark, I have to go 6 notches, so it's 2 to 6 a difference. That's the Metal Master. And on the same lead volume, that's the ironball. So very significant difference here. So let's go up in volume. Very high noise floor. So let's compare the noise floor of these 2 amps. Now the iron ball. A little bit quieter. But it's too dark. It's really noticeable that the amp is... that the iron ball is voiced much darker. And we go on a flat EQ again. Metal Master. Too loud. More on the trebly side, and here, yeah, it is darker. So the treble control. And that immediately opens up the amp. See, lead presence does nothing. Full. Nothing. Does zero effect. So after adjusting the treble a bit, really nice. What is in this amp? So we have a boost. On the boost section, this amp has the nose in front. We have a gain boost and a master volume boost, but we hear the noise is going up. So when we compare the noise now, oh, very loud. Again, the Metal Master. Now the Metal Master is quieter on the settings. So with every boost engaged, the iron ball is more on noisier a little bit, but no problem with that. So far, noise gate can handle this, and the inner noise gate as well. But it comes to its limits when you really push it. But for the most players, it should work. The iron ball had so many boosts, and the Metal Master has the mid scoop going, but let's boost it with an M77 MXR modified overdrive. There are the chucks I'm loving. So without the boost, with the boost, that's the difference. Okay. You need 3 hands for this. So now the iron ball is boosted too with the MXR. Still a bit dark for my taste. EQ pedal. Slight difference. On, off, on, off, on. So you hear it jumps up in the higher mids. Yeah, so these are the differences and similarities of these two amps. So the Engl iron ball is a little bit quieter in this speaker off setting. Believe me, in the room it's really loud, but also I can push the preamp tubes a little bit more than on the Metal Master. In my normal rig, the art here has a clipping light there, and it says me, okay, you are too loud or too much input gain. And then I'm on 3 or around 3. But here I can go till 5 or 6 before it says that. But it's not not quiet or anything like that. It is really loud. What else? Yeah, in every of these videos you see how they compare the amps, but they never blend them. I think it has a good reason why you don't blend two high gain amps, but fuck, let's try it. Because this switchblade is not only a B splitter, we have also an A plus B. We can have both. So what would us? How would that sound? We're leaving everything on, all the boosts, all the EQ, everything on 10. Ooh, too loud. Because now the volume doubles it. We have to go a little bit under. That's live, sorry. So, nice, we can choose how much iron ball taste or how much Metal Master we want. Now a little bit less iron ball, a little bit more metal master. It's really just little smidges you can give there. Yeah, it's nice to play around with that. So, last thing, I promised you to check how these will sound without any effects. So now the art is disabled, no more sauce, and that sounds like this. No, you can't hear anything. Too much. It can be that it is a fault of my rig and not of the amps that it sounds so awful. Okay, let's see how Metal Master sounds on its own. Sounds like the DI track. Yeah, very big difference. You can see what a little bit of sauce gives to your guitar tone. So when we go back for a second. Without effects. Okay, I have a volume boost as well there because there's definitely some juice to it, not only effects, but you get the point. Yeah, that's it so far. I covered anything I wanted to. So far I'm very pleased with the new amp. It has fire. It is a little bit harder to manage in the room, but that's a thing for another video. But now, as in a comparison, the Metal Master is brighter and louder in the speaker offsetting. The Engl is a little bit quieter, and but you can dial it in no problem, and it has more boosts, and yeah, is voiced darker. So you don't need really a boost pedal with this amp. The boosts that are in here are really good. Gain for days. The gain, by the way, is between 8 and 9, so very high. This is the high gain apartment. What do you expect? I could go back with a gain, maybe that will improve a little bit, but not much. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you. Okay, thanks for watching, and see us next time at the Hagen apartment. Bye.